Wall Street Journal columnist and CBS News contributor Peggy Noonan is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gent.
So what do you make of this race and this debate and the surge by Ted Cruz in Iowa? And Donald Trump getting positive numbers because of what he said about a Muslim ban?
Yeah, we've never had this moment before in all the ways we've discussed previously. But right now, we've got a guy who maybe, according to a Monmouth poll, is at 40% of the GOP base, but we have another guy up 10 points in Iowa and beating the guy on top. All unusual. I think some of it may come to a head tonight in the debate.
What do you expect to see?
I think it's possible we've already seen what we're going to see. You've got Donald Trump looking at Ted Cruz and saying things like, he has a bad temperament, maybe he's a maniac. And you've got, which is kind of blunt instrument stuff. You have Ted Cruz dancing, sending out this flash dance video that she's a maniac, and sort of making everybody chuckle. I thought it was kind of cheeky and deft. So we may see some of that tonight, where Trump decides, I got to go after this fella, and Cruz kind of dances around him. Maybe is funny, but if Trump goes after Cruz on serious issues, I think Cruz will be serious and push back.
Why is Cruz rising so quickly, do you think, right now? What's happening?
I think probably a confluence of forces. Some people are thinking twice about Mr. Trump. Cruz has, not just everybody says evangelical support, among Iowa evangelicals, he has a certain fervor of support. They're really for him. He's said to have a great ground game. He's got this whole thing organized. He loves politics, Ted Cruz, and he's pretty good at it.
What about Christie has jumped to number 4 in the national polls?
Yeah.
And surged in New Hampshire.
Yeah. He could, I kind of expect him. Christie's a big man, but he gets a little terrier-like sometimes, and he sort of gets in there and nips around during a debate. I think we might see that tonight. New Hampshire's an interesting story. I think Trump, if he loses Iowa, could make an impression in New Hampshire if this happens by kind of getting a lot of independents and Democrats voting in the Republican primary for the first time, meaning the Republican base is kind of bigger than people think. That's a possible. So it's going to be interesting.
It's an open primary in New Hampshire.
But if Ted Cruz is locking up the movement, conservatives, that's a big deal.
I'm not sure he's locking them up, but certainly they all came to his defense when Donald Trump tried to rough him up.
This could be a big night, though, for Christie, could it not, to follow up on Nora's point? Because his strategy has been to concentrate on New Hampshire, not Iowa, and it seems to be paying off for him.
Yes, he is, as Nora notes, coming up in the polls. He's good at debate. He's got nothing to lose. And you sense there's a vibration with Christie that he's having fun, and he's thinking, who knows? Second and third lives happen in politics. You don't know.
Yeah, good point.
We'll all be watching. Thank you, Peggy Noonan. Always good to see you.
Thank you.